Hey everybody, and welcome back to Living Large Camping. We are 99% done with the full remodel of our Lance 815 truck camper, and we are so close to being back on the road full time.
Now that we are packing the camper back up, we figured it was the best opportunity to show you guys our 5 must-have truck camper living accessories.
If you're new here, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We have a full year of adventures planned, and we cannot wait to film and share those with you every Sunday.
We are so excited for 2023. But right now, let's get into the top 5.
All right, and to kick things off at spot number 1, we have the Goal Zero 3000X. This is by far the most important item that we have with us that lets us travel full time, it lets us work off the grid, and it powers everything we have in this camper. So we purchased this battery whenever we were still traveling in our 4-wheel camper setup, and it was definitely overkill for that setup. We could last like 2 weeks off the grid with it, but for this one, it's plugged into the 12-volt system on the camper, and it lasts us anywhere from 4 to 7 days. Now, obviously, we can go a lot longer than 7 days depending on our usage, but here we've got the battery at 100%. It does get charged by a 180-watt solar panel on the roof, and that comes in down here and plugs into the system. And as I mentioned before, the 12-volt system gets plugged into the battery and ran into the camper. Real quick, let's take you outside and up onto the roof and show you where that panel is mounted. Here's the 180-watt panel mounted on the roof. These are the existing tracks from the factory, just screwed in with aluminum angle iron, and the cables go down the ladder and around the side of the camper into the entry hatch. Now, the 180-watt panel does work great for some applications, but we do spend a lot of our time camping in shaded areas and under trees to help keep the temperature regulated inside. So to be honest, a full roof of solar probably wouldn't keep this battery topped off over heavy use. That being said, at some point we are going to add an alternator charger from the truck. We can charge the Goal Zero at like 750 watts from their alternator charger, and that would keep our battery topped off at all times. It's not currently in the plans for this next couple weeks of traveling, but we have a need for it at some point, and we will find a time to get that bought and installed here soon. But overall, the Goal Zero is by far the #1 most important item that we have living in the truck camper.
So number 2 for us are these e-bikes that we just recently purchased. After 6 months on the road, we don't always want to pack up our camper just to go into town if the campsite is about 5 or 10 miles. So these were the best option for us. The reason we chose this one is because it folds up really small into the back seat of the truck. It also has gears to help with hills, and it has a 60-mile range. We're so excited to show you these and what we do on them in 2023. Look at our bikes! Okay.
And here is a look at the platform all finished up. We went with some heavy duty outdoor carpet that we just stapled to the bottom of the board. We didn't add any adhesive on top of it because it felt like it was strong enough, so we didn't worry about that. But we took a measurement of the back of the truck with these seats pulled all the way back. That way I can drive and Amelia can drive, and we can also fold out our middle seat. So once we got that done, we set it in here. And the biggest thing was to make sure that we could fit tools and our water jugs underneath the platform. I have had a truck broken into in the past, and that was due to the fact that they could see into what was here. So we wanted to be able to cover as much as we can. That way, whenever we aren't near the truck, it's not as suspicious looking back here. So I overall very happy with the platform. I think it'll be a huge game changer for us. Obviously, we can fit both bikes back here, and we can tie them down to the back seat. That way they don't go flying around when we slam on the brakes. And yeah, I just think it's going to be a great way to help make traveling that much easier. If you can see, there's still plenty of room for tools and tool bags and other items to go underneath the platform. We do not currently have all of the stuff that we travel with full time on the road, but we are planning on doing a tour video very soon of the full camper renovation, and we will include all of the tools and recovery gear and everything that we think is essential for traveling full time. It's super windy here, so we can't film outside, but we have a couple other items we want to share with you. So let's hop in. We're going to move the truck and show you items 4 and 5.
So So coming in at number 4, which should really be number 1, is everyone needs a Barkley. We're just kidding. So our real number 4 is this bumper that we just recently purchased from Peacemaker. Being on the road full time means we need something like this to protect us and our home that we travel everywhere with, and it was an absolute non-negotiable. The reason we went with Peacemaker bumpers is because Connor had it before on a truck and absolutely loved it. The process getting this and installing it was seamless, as you all saw on the last video that we posted. It weighs 250 pounds and it has receivers so that we can add accessories later down the line. So here's a closer look at our Outlaw Premium bumper from Peacemaker. As you can see, the fit and finish of this bumper matches the Ram 3500 perfectly and keeps a sleek design while protecting all of the important parts of our truck. We liked this particular model because it has a front 2-inch receiver, which will allow us to mount a generator or a hitch rack if we ever feel like we need that down the line. It also retains the stock front tow hooks, which will help us if we ever get stuck or need to help tow someone else out of a situation. Overall, we couldn't be happier and can't wait to see the camper loaded with our new bumper. And it keeps this little guy safe.
And coming in at number 5, but not the least important, is our full torque lift tie-down system. In our old 4-wheel camper, we didn't have a very secure system. We just used turnbuckles and ratchet straps. So when we upgraded the truck in our camper, I wanted to spare no expense, and we went with the best of the best, which in my opinion is the torque lift system. One thing I love about the torque lift system is whenever the camper is off the truck, such as it is now, you can remove the tie downs. That way it looks seamless under here and doesn't hang out and snag on anything. The turnbuckles that we have are just a twist on to tighten application, and overall it keeps our camper very secure in the bed of the truck. Some of these items we had with us in the past, the Goal Zero and the torque lift tie downs, we had those in 2022 and we love them, but the bikes, the platform, and the bumper were all things that we felt we needed and stuff that's really gonna help us live and travel full time.
If y'all are new here, we would love for you to subscribe, and for the ones that have been here the past year, thank you all for following us along, and we can't wait for 2023.
We are loading up the camper tomorrow, and we will be hitting the road full time here so very soon. So if you have any ideas of where we're going for our first month in 2023, leave those down in the comments below, and we can't wait to share everything about this year with you.
We are so excited, and we can't wait to hit the road.
Have a large day. We'll see you next time.